What's up, everyone? Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed by the craziness of modern dating? Swiping, texting, ghosting. It's a lot, right? It seems like everyone's looking for the perfect match, but somehow the pressure keeps mounting, leaving you feeling stressed, unsure, or just lost in the noise. If you're struggling to stay grounded and focused in this fast-paced world of relationships, trust me, you're not alone. But here's the thing, dating doesn't have to be this stressful, chaotic experience. In today's video, we're going to break down how to date with confidence, clarity, and purpose, without letting the pressure of online dating, social media, or unrealistic expectations mess with your peace of mind. We're talking about staying true to who you are, setting healthy boundaries, and dating with intention instead of desperation. This isn't about rushing into anything or chasing after validation. This is about cultivating authentic connections that bring value into your life. You know the drill. Feelings get overwhelming, and it's easy to get attached to the wrong person or the wrong outcome. So, if you're tired of jumping from one emotional roller coaster to the next, and want to start dating in a way that feels balanced, empowering, and aligned with your true desires, you're in the right place. Whether you've been struggling with maintaining emotional peace during dates, or are unsure how to attract the right kind of people into your life, this video is packed with actionable tips you can start using today. So if you're ready to ditch the anxiety and start taking control of your dating experience, make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you never miss a video, and let's dive right in. Number 1. Know your core values. In today's world of fast-paced dating, it's incredibly easy to get swept up in the whirlwind of attraction, chemistry, and fleeting moments. The problem is, without a clear sense of your core values, it's easy to lose track of what really matters to you in the long run. Core values are the foundation of who you are. They are the beliefs, principles, and things that you deeply care about. If you don't know what these are, you might find yourself chasing relationships that don't align with your true self or values, leading to disappointment or confusion. Take the time to get clear about your non-negotiables. What do you truly want from a relationship? Is it trust, mutual respect, emotional stability, or shared goals? These values should be your compass as you navigate through the dating world. Without them, you might find yourself in relationships that are fun in the short term, but lack long-term potential. Dating apps and modern dating culture have made it incredibly easy to engage with multiple people at once, but this often leads to distractions and pressure to be someone you're not. The result? A relationship built on surface-level attraction rather than real connection. Think about it. Are you trying to impress someone, or are you dating to see if you are truly compatible in the deeper sense? For example, if honesty is one of your core values, don't settle for someone who tends to ghost you or keeps things unclear. If communication is at the heart of your values, be upfront about your expectations and needs. And if emotional intimacy is crucial, make sure the person you're dating is willing to open up and invest in that vulnerability. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Jim Rohn. This quote doesn't just apply to friendships, but to romantic partners as well. Surround yourself with people who align with your values, and you'll build relationships that are sustainable and meaningful. Now, take a moment to reflect. What are the values that matter most to you in a relationship? Are you dating in alignment with these, or are you compromising them for convenience or attraction? What are the 3 values you absolutely cannot compromise in a relationship? Share them below. Number 2. Slow down and be intentional. In today's fast-paced dating environment, especially with dating apps, it's easy to feel like you're in a race. You're constantly swiping, texting, and moving from one person to the next without really pausing to reflect. But rushing through the process can leave you feeling overwhelmed, disillusioned, and disconnected from what truly matters in a relationship. The power of intentionality comes from pausing, reflecting, and deciding what you want, rather than just reacting to the flow of things. Stoicism teaches us to live with purpose, and that principle can be incredibly helpful when it comes to dating. Instead of getting swept away in the moment or focusing on the thrill of attraction, take a step back and ask yourself, what am I looking for? What kind of partner do I want to be? In the rush to find instant connections, we often miss the opportunity to really get to know the person we're dating. Intentional dating means spending time understanding each other's values, goals, and personalities, not just texting back and forth to keep the conversation going. It's about quality over quantity. In today's world, we often feel pressure to move quickly because of the urgency built into dating apps. Messages come in fast, and expectations are high for quick responses. But true connection takes time. Deep conversations, spending time together in person, and slowly peeling back the layers to understand each other's lives can create a bond that's lasting and meaningful. Don't rush anything. When the time is right, it'll happen. Unknown. This applies to dating as much as anything else in life. If it's meant to be, it will unfold at its own pace. Trust the process and allow yourself to get to know someone gradually. Be honest with yourself. Are you rushing into things because of external pressure, or are you taking your time to find the right connection? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. Number 3. Build inner confidence, not external validation. In today's digital age, dating can sometimes feel like a constant search for validation. The rise of social media and dating apps has created a culture where likes, matches, and comments often dictate how we feel about ourselves. The pressure to be seen as attractive, desirable, or worthy can lead to an unhealthy cycle of seeking external validation. But here's the truth. Real confidence doesn't come from how many people are interested in you. It comes from within. The Stoics emphasized the importance of self-mastery and inner strength. Instead of relying on others to tell you that you're good enough, validate yourself. Confidence is rooted in knowing your own worth, not in how others perceive you. If you're constantly seeking approval, you'll always be dependent on the opinions of others. This can lead to insecurity, self-doubt, and even unhealthy relationships. In modern dating, inner confidence allows you to stand strong in your beliefs, desires, and needs. It means not settling for less than you deserve, and knowing your value even when someone doesn't appreciate it. People who are truly confident don't need constant reassurance. They attract others who are genuinely interested in them, not for their looks or superficial traits, but for their true essence. Self-confidence is the best outfit. Rock it and own it. Unknown. Confidence is an energy. When you carry yourself with true self-assurance, people will naturally gravitate toward you. But don't confuse self-confidence with arrogance. Confidence doesn't mean pretending to have it all together. It's about embracing your authentic self. Furthermore, inner confidence is built through daily practices. It could be something as simple as setting personal goals, practicing self-compassion, or developing hobbies that make you feel good about yourself. When you're not dependent on the approval of others, You can focus on building genuine connections rather than trying to impress someone. This inner strength will also help you handle rejection better. Instead of feeling devastated when someone isn't interested, you'll understand that it's simply not a match, and it has nothing to do with your value. Don't internalize rejection. It's a natural part of the dating process, and it's not a reflection of who you are. Ultimately, the most magnetic quality you can possess in dating is self-love. When you love and respect yourself, you naturally attract people who will do the same. Number 4. Set healthy boundaries. In the fast-paced world of dating, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement and emotions of new connections, but often, in the rush to please or impress someone, we forget about the importance of setting boundaries. Boundaries are essential to maintaining your emotional health and ensuring that relationships are built on mutual respect. Without them, you might find yourself overextending, feeling drained, or even losing sight of your own needs. A common mistake many people make, especially in modern dating, is thinking that boundaries are walls that push people away. In reality, boundaries are bridges that allow for healthier, more balanced relationships. They communicate your needs, values, and limits clearly, ensuring that both you and your partner feel safe, respected, and heard. In today's hookup culture or fast-moving dating apps, boundaries often get blurred, and people sometimes overlook red flags or allow unhealthy behaviors to slide. For instance, if someone consistently ignores your communication preferences or makes you feel uncomfortable, that's a boundary violation. Respecting your time, energy, and emotional well-being is a fundamental aspect of healthy dating. Setting boundaries requires clarity and self-respect. It's important to communicate what you're comfortable with early on, whether it's around physical space, emotional intimacy, or time commitments. Don't feel obligated to give more than you're ready for, and never feel pressured to move faster than you feel comfortable with. Setting these limits doesn't just protect you, it also shows the other person how you expect to be treated. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. Tony Gaskins. This quote speaks volumes about the power of boundaries in relationships. If you don't make your boundaries clear, others may unknowingly overstep them, or worse, take advantage of your lack of limits. Boundaries can be physical, emotional, or mental. Physical boundaries might include the pace at which you engage in intimacy, while emotional boundaries may involve sharing your vulnerabilities at a pace that feels comfortable. Mental boundaries refer to protecting your thoughts and not allowing anyone to manipulate or control you. In today's digital dating world, online boundaries are just as crucial. You don't owe anyone your show. Oh, cow. 10 responses, especially to people who are disrespectful or unkind. Ghosting or abruptly cutting off someone may feel harsh at first, but it can sometimes be the best way to protect your emotional peace and assert your boundaries. Healthy boundaries don't just create space for the right people, they attract the right people. When you set clear limits, you show potential partners that you respect yourself, and that respect will be mirrored in the relationships you cultivate. Number 5. Don't let emotions control you. In the world of dating today, emotions can be intense. You're feeling butterflies after a great first date, or maybe frustration and confusion after someone cancels plans last minute. It's easy to let these emotions guide your decisions or actions, but letting your emotions control you can lead to impulsive decisions, misunderstandings, and unnecessary stress. This is especially true when navigating the complexities of modern dating, where texting, ghosting, and mixed signals can throw us off balance. Emotional mastery is key to staying grounded and making wise, intentional choices. This doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It means acknowledging them without letting them control your actions. The Stoics were masters at managing their emotional responses. They believed in recognizing emotions as natural, but they also understood that they should not let emotions dictate their behavior. For example, let's say you're on a date and the conversation isn't flowing as expected. You start feeling anxious or disappointed. If you let these emotions control you, you might begin to overcompensate, talking too much, becoming overly eager, or trying to force a connection. But if you recognize the emotion and take a step back, you can assess the situation more clearly and make better decisions. Maybe the conversation is just off today, but that doesn't mean it's a reflection of you or your worth. We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more from imagination than from reality. Seneca. This timeless Stoic insight applies to the emotional roller coaster of dating. We can let our minds run wild with worst-case scenarios, but often the reality isn't nearly as bad as we imagine. Another crucial element to remember is emotional regulation when it comes to modern dating challenges, such as slow responses or being ghosted. It's natural to feel frustrated or confused when someone you're interested in stops texting or seems distant. However, instead of reacting with anger or anxiety, take a moment to center yourself and think rationally. Remind yourself that their actions are not a reflection of your worth and that their lack of response is not your responsibility. Social media also amplifies emotions in dating. A person might post something that sparks jealousy or insecurity. The trick is to remember that what you see online is not the full picture. It's easy to get caught up in comparing yourself to others or reading too much into a social media post. Instead of reacting emotionally, take a pause and question what you're really feeling. Is it insecurity, fear of missing out, or just a natural human reaction to seeing something that triggered an emotional response? Building emotional resilience means taking time to process your feelings before reacting. Give yourself space to breathe and give the relationship time to unfold naturally. Over time, you'll build a habit of responding thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions, plays a crucial role in navigating the modern dating world with confidence. When you stop letting emotions control your dating decisions, you open yourself up to calmer, more meaningful connections. You're less likely to chase after someone who isn't right for you or make decisions you'll regret because of emotional impulses. Number 6. Detach from the outcome. In a world where instant gratification reigns and the pressure to find the one can feel overwhelming, detaching from the outcome in dating is one of the most powerful ways to remain grounded and at peace. This doesn't mean giving up on finding a meaningful relationship. It means freeing yourself from the anxiety of controlling the result. The key is to focus on the present moment and the experience itself, rather than fixating on whether or not things will work out in the long run. Today's dating culture, fueled by dating apps and social media, has created an environment where every date feels like a test. People often measure their success based on how quickly they move forward in a relationship or whether they've locked in their partner. This mindset can easily lead to disappointment and frustration when things don't pan out the way you expected. The Stoics believed that we should focus only on what's within our control and let go of what's beyond it. You cannot control whether someone likes you back or if a relationship will flourish. However, you can control how you show up, how authentic you are, and how you engage in the moment. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. In dating, when we detach from the outcome, we stop viewing rejection or uncertainty as roadblocks and start seeing them as opportunities for growth. Every experience, even if it doesn't lead to a lasting connection, teaches you something valuable about yourself and what you truly want. When you detach from the outcome, you allow yourself to truly enjoy the journey. This is about being present, appreciating the conversations, and savoring the experiences without obsessing over where they might lead. If you're always focusing on the "what's next," you might miss out on the beauty of the moment and the potential of a relationship to unfold organically. Moreover, detaching from the outcome means releasing the pressure to force connections. Many people enter dating with a mindset that every encounter should lead to something serious, but this mindset can often be restrictive. When you stop putting pressure on yourself to find your soulmate right away, you give yourself permission to relax, enjoy the moment, and be yourself. Genuine relationships form when two people feel comfortable and authentic without the weight of unrealistic expectations hanging over them. Detaching from the outcome also allows you to handle rejection with grace. When you're not emotionally attached to a specific result, you can view rejection as a natural part of the process, rather than something that defines your worth. Rejection isn't personal, it's just feedback. In the fast-paced world of dating apps and swiping, remember that true connections often take time. The less you pressure yourself to achieve a certain outcome, the more likely you are to meet someone who truly aligns with your values and desires. So, release the need to control and let the right relationships come to you in their own time. Number 7. Date with purpose, not desperation. In a world where romantic relationships often feel like a race to find the perfect match, it's easy to slip into a mindset of desperation. With so many people using dating apps, social media, and the pressure of seeing couples constantly post about their relationships, it can sometimes feel like everyone else is moving ahead while you're stuck. But dating with purpose, not desperation, is essential to maintaining your peace, confidence, and emotional well-being. Desperation in dating typically comes from the belief that you need someone else to complete you or validate your worth. When you approach dating with desperation, you're likely to settle for a connection that doesn't align with your values, just to fill the void. This often leads to unfulfilling relationships, emotional burnout, and frustration. Dating with purpose, on the other hand, comes from a place of clarity, self-awareness, and knowing exactly what you want in a partner. It means being intentional about the type of relationship you're looking for, whether it's casual dating, a committed partnership, or something in between, and aligning your actions with your intentions. Purposeful dating means you don't compromise on your values, and you're not swayed by fleeting moments of attraction that don't contribute to your overall goals. When you're clear about your purpose, the right people will align with you. Unknown. This quote reminds us that by dating with purpose, we are actively creating the space for genuine, meaningful connections. Dating with purpose means knowing what you want and taking your time to find it. It's about not settling for someone just because they show interest or because you're feeling lonely. If you're constantly chasing the next best thing or feeling like you need to hurry to find someone, It's time to pause and reflect on what you truly need from a relationship. Are you seeking deep emotional connection, shared life goals, or simply someone to spend time with? When you're clear on your desires, you won't be swayed by distractions. Don't confuse dating with purpose with being rigid or inflexible. It's not about controlling every aspect of the dating process, but rather staying grounded in your values and avoiding the trap of rushing into things for the wrong reasons. It's about being open to new connections, but not desperate to force them into something they're not. Purposeful dating also includes a sense of self-worth. When you value yourself, you don't feel the need to rush or settle. The right relationship will come when it's meant to. By dating with purpose, you cultivate the confidence to say no to anything that doesn't align with your vision for your future. Ultimately, when you date with purpose, you build a foundation that attracts the right kind of people who are also aligned with your goals. These are the relationships that are sustainable, fulfilling, and built on a mutual understanding of each other's needs and desires. And there you have it. Staying grounded while dating in today's fast-paced world isn't about following a set of rigid rules. It's about being intentional, staying true to your values, and trusting that the right connections will come when you're not chasing them. When you date with purpose, take control of your emotions and stay focused on the present, you'll find that dating becomes a lot more about growth and less about pressure. If you found these tips helpful, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know which tip resonated with you the most, or share your own experiences navigating the modern dating scene. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more content that will help you level up in your relationships, dating life, and personal growth. Remember, you are enough as you are, and the right person will appreciate you for exactly who you are. Keep dating with purpose, stay grounded, and let the rest fall into place. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.